Alright. I think it's time to save a bus.
Commencing
Oh.
battle.
Great.
Your charge attack's ready now.
Yeah. Right there. Yeah. We can win right now.
Attacking enemy.
Should I be attacking them
Boost
one
would
at
work here.
a time? Maybe not, but... So this one doesn't have any...
Going all
Okay,
in.
so this one's just whatever. Burn, side attack bonus. Okay, but this thing's kind of already almost dead. So, let's just do
Activating
this.
skill.
Yes.
Activating skill.
We can conserve our CPU.
Enemy suppressed. Nice work.
Uh-oh. So I think I'm going to be using her in the overworld the most, just because of the fact that,
Yeah.
she uses gun.
Now, let's make the first move. Right there. Right there. I won't stop here.
They didn't think this through, because I'm just going to keep picking them off one by one.
I'm on it.
Your charge attack's ready now.
Yeah. Yeah. We can win right now. Fire. Yeah. That looks like a nice chest.
Wait, there's a chest? Oh yeah, there is in there.
Well then, away we go.
I will just keep using gun. I have an interesting way of playing this. It works.
An enemy mob. Wanna clear him out?
Let's get to work.
This ends right here.
Okay, now I'll do it.
A boost would work here.
There you are. Lynched. Bam! Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Okay, let's try this.
This'll hurt.
Keep it up. It's working. Activating skill.
Take that.
Ow.
A chance.
Initializing drive.
All you on yes.
A chance.
Sucker. They're stunned.
Fan. Activating skill. There we go.
You gotta admit, my way of doing this is working out quite nicely. They can't gang up on us because we keep picking them off. It's a genius strategy.
Your charge attack's ready now.
Right there. Lynched.
Attacking enemy.
A chance. Activating drive. Use a
This'll
sharp
hurt.
boost to get the upper hand.
Take that.
Anyone can fight them all at
That
once.
worked out okay.
I pick them off
Yeah.
like a smart individual or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one didn't get stuck. Okay, now it did.
It should be safe for now. Yeah. Right there. Yeah.
Only game stress.
Someone save me. No. No. Stay away from me.
They'll pay for this.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Right there. Right there. Yeah.
See, look at that. That's how the developers intended you to do that, no doubt. That was the last of them. Not bad. I already know how good Van is, but I'm amazed at how fast you are. I mean, she's a Jaeger. Are all warriors of Kruger like that? Not, no way. I'm still a rookie. Most of them are much better than me. I mean, she kind of kicked ass there. And your arts are awesome, so is your staff. Oh, thank you. It's called an orbital staff, and... Come on now. Well, listen. Others might not have played Zero. They don't know this. Wish I knew what was up with these monsters. It was almost like... Hi. Nice hat. I like your hat. I never said you were wrong. I just said it was interesting. Fair enough. Are you okay? We really owe you one. You really do. We had to pull over because of engine trouble, and next thing we knew, we were surrounded. It's like a thing right out of Zero. Have you played that game? I have to say, you got some incredible combat skills. Thank you. What are you, bracers? No, we're not bracers. We're knockoff bracers, not just ordinary passersby. You work for West Calvert Transport, right? Let me give you my card. Arkride Solutions. I'm just a guy who helps people with their problems, not affiliated with the Bracer Guild. Like I said, we're knockoff bracers. Even open to fighting monsters and stuff like I did just there for a price. Hate to come across like this, but you would have been screwed without us, right? So if you let your company know that and have them foot the bill, that'd be great. What? The police of the guild would never. Well, we aren't cops or bracers, and you can't keep the lights on with a thank you. Not trying to scam you, I just want a fair price for our services. We'll even escort you to town to finish the job. Wouldn't imagine you're in a rush to get attacked again on the road, are you? You got me there. This is so inappropriate. I know where you're coming from, but I don't think it's inappropriate at all. This is so wild. Can you imagine a Stellar Joshua doing this? That's just what's in my mind. Whether it's the water we drink or the security to see we're safe from harm, nothing in life is free. I mean, she's not wrong about that. I suppose so. I wonder if everyone from Central East has such a practical mindset. Alright then, we'll hire you to take us down to Krill. And, oh sweet. He'll phone his boss when we get there. We're gonna get paid, you guys. Sounds like a plan. Now come on, you two. Back in the truck. Okay. Oh. Van is the best protect. None of this I will help you, Freebull. Oh, alright.
I wasn't expecting that to be how this ended. That young man's most certainly caught my attention.
Who are you? I mean, to be fair, bracers do get paid. It's just a different way of getting paid. A less offensive way, I guess. Hey, voice acting's back, you guys.
Well now, isn't this a lovely village? It's like an idyllic painting. Rolling hills amidst clear streams, a windmill turning with the wind, and a touch of Middle Ages architecture.
That water looks really good. Random thing to say, I guess, but that water looks really good.
The white flowers we saw in the wheat field were beautiful as well. They were buckwheat flowers, weren't they?
Isn't this the stuff? I'm starting to wonder. I might be putting 2 and 2 together and getting 5. But this looks awfully familiar to the place where Reverie ended.
Good eye. Fun fact, the village uses them in their specialty dish, galette.
Oh, I've heard of those. Ida always says they make for a perfect lunch treat. I'm excited to finally visit this place.
Anyway, that bus is gonna be out of commission for a while, so why don't we grab some grub?
And it's gone, alright. I hear the inn over there has the best food in the village. Or chewing down, we can ask if Ida's unit dropped by there. Sound good? Sure. Yeah, let's go inside. Alright. Wow, egg's amazing, and the buckwheat has a pleasant fragrance as well. You couldn't voice about how good the food was. I mean, maybe it's for the best. I would have been hungry. Even the side vegetables are delicious. Anybody notice how she's not talking? Montmart has Krill's buckwheat too, but it's no surprise that tastes even better here. Well, no preservatives or anything, right? Wait, they have orange and blackcurrant gallets on the menu? Hell yeah, I'm so ordering those. I think I'll do the same. I have some of those too. Maybe I'll order seconds and thirds. Yeah, we are enjoying ourselves. Thank you, lady. I like your eyes. Anyway, gallets are the pride of our village. No one makes them quite like us, so make sure you savor the flavor. That'd be a catchy catchphrase. Savor the flavor. Anyway, and while you're at it, why don't you try some of the other items on the menu? We have vegetable, gallets, smoked salmon, and seasonal fruits. That actually sounds really good. And you'll definitely want to try our desserts. We serve some of the best caramel and ice cream you'll ever have. So many choices. Is it bad I want to order one of everything? Yeah, your stomach will explode. You got caramel and ice cream? I'll take 10 of each. Wait, hang on. We come here to drown ourselves in food. We came to ask you some questions. You work here a lot, right? Of course, my parents run the place after all. Oh, she looks like she's in her 20s. Or 30s. I don't know. Anyway, you say the people on the bus, right? Well, fire away then. I'll gladly answer any question you have. Cool. So I need you to think back to 10 days ago. Did any shady looking people happen to stop by here? 10 days ago? I don't know if I can remember that. Wait, actually, yes, there's a group of Jaegers, staying here around then. Oh, I guess we found them. That was convenient. I knew it. Don't mind me asking, how did you know that they were Jaegers? Did, their attire give it away? Oh, they were all wearing casual clothes. But I know a Jaeger when I see one. Our village is near the border of a few countries, so we get patrons like them from time to time. But as long as they pay their bills and don't cause trouble, they're just as welcome here as any of our other guests. Suppose that's fair. Probably treated as a buffer zone between Jaegers. That would make sense, honestly. Bracers are always buzzing around like flies, and there's a police station here. Got a question for you. Was there a woman with that group of Jaegers? I can English. Yes, I remember there being one. I believe she was the leader. She had dark green hair tied back in a ponytail. Honestly, I thought she looked really cool. Yep, that's Ada, alright. We're on the right track, I agree. So, do you know what happened to them after that? Like, did they say where they were headed, for example? No, normally I wouldn't share that kind of information out of respect for their privacy, but since you know them, I don't mind sharing what I know. They stayed here one night and left first thing in the morning. I don't know where they were going, though, and I haven't seen them since. Wait, that isn't quite right. What do you mean? Have you seen one of them recently? Yes, I think so, actually. Okay, we're really on the right track, aren't we? I'm pretty sure I saw the same woman 3 days ago. Oh. Okay, we're really on the right track. And he said the for real thing. Ryuji would be so happy. So does that mean she's still in the village? It's doubtful. And honestly, it was also pretty dark out when I saw her, so I might have been wrong. They're never wrong in games when talking about stuff like this. I didn't see any of her Jaeger friends either. You know, the more I talk it out, the more I realize I could have been totally mistaken. Sorry for getting your hopes up. Don't worry, it's still a lead worth investigating. Should ask around town and see if someone else has caught sight of her too. Yeah, I can English. You've been a big help. I'll order one of the sweeter galettes later as thanks. I'll hold you to that. I won't pry into your business, but I do hope you enjoy your stay in our village. We'll try. Alright, gang, it's info gathering time. I love info gathering time, don't you guys? As long as there's giant exclamation marks above people's heads. Goal's to determine if Ida really was here 3 days ago. If Luck's on our side, we'll get some good information in no time. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's get started, shall we?
Right.
There's a lot of people in this village. Oh, what's the matter? Mister, you were talking about helping people out with jobs around the village. Are you a bracer? I want to be a bracer too. Huh, I give off that vibe? Good. No, I can pull that off. Huh? You're not? Second thought, you'd be kinda cold and creepy for a bracer. Damn, harsh. I was thinking I could ask you about the main guild branch of the capital. Well, I work in the capital, and I do poke my head in there for work sometimes. What are you thinking about visiting? I don't, want to just talk the talk. I want to go learn about the guild and how to join it. The sooner the better. Do you know anything about how to join? Well, as far as I know, they don't really do tours or tryout days. You just walk in and say, hey, I want to be a bracer, and if they got room, they'll train you. Is that how it works? That's not how it worked in the Sky Games for me. You could probably walk in right now, as long as they're not too busy. Really? I better hurry then. I don't want to miss out. Thanks, mister. I want to visit as soon as I can. We're just gonna pretend we didn't cause him to go across the country. Nice car. I swear I know you from somewhere. Have you dropped by our store before? The one right over there? Nope, never been. Really could have sworn. You forget that Bistro in Edith's old town, right? Some of our produce from us, and I'm a delivery guy. Small world, huh? Now that you mention it, I remember your truck before. So that old man gets his veggies all the way out here, huh? Quite a hike. That's what that it is. I've been working this job for about a year now. Change of scenery in Edith, but if we run into each other again, feel free to chat me up. It didn't work that way in Sky because of who you are. Guess so. I heard the news. I just got back from a hunt and heard the news. You telling me monsters attacked a bus? Yeah, we took care of it though. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It was rolling by the village and it just got jumped. Fought them off though. No injuries to the passengers. They're lucky to have you there. Thank you. So, something about that rubs me the wrong way. I noticed the monsters were acting all sorts of weird out on my hunts. Oh? So you're seeing them firsthand? What specifically was strange about them? So I run into these packs of wolves around the village sometimes. I've noticed them getting a lot more territorial recently. Wouldn't call them violent or aggressive though. It feels like something else. So the monsters are on edge. I guess that would be a good way to categorize it, from what he's saying. Or acting up. That's what I'm noticing, yeah. It doesn't feel like anger. It feels like fear. What could be unsettling them so hard, though? They hadn't been causing trouble until now. Y'all watch yourselves out there. I don't mean to nag you, though. Doubt you need me to remind you. Oh, oh no, by all means. Thank you for warning. Take care on your hunts. So, Van, does this mean... Maybe. We don't know for sure that the wolves that hound the bus ride the same way. All we know, it could have been something else. But that's a good guess, so let's keep it in mind. Who are you? You got a cool outfit. Maury? Are you associated with the Maury show? Okay. I'm probably not the first person to make that joke. Great Village has its own sort of charm, don't you think? Sure. Might as well take in the sights and sounds more while we're stopped here. I don't really make plans when I travel. I just like to let things happen to me, so I don't mind the chance to learn about new people and places.
Look, a real windmill!
Oh yeah. How badly
I
broke?
hope that bus makes it back safe and sound.
Oh, okay, that was it.
If something
Oh, never
happens
mind.
to it, it's just more work and Mira for us.
Van, please don't wish for people's misfortune.
Sorry, can't talk much right now. Need to fix up the bus here. Okay, well, my apprentice Kana, she's over in the factory. She can help you out if you need something. She's still learning, but you wouldn't know it looking at her. She could get your organ sorted out in a jiffy. How'd the Mori show last 31 years? I don't know. I'd appreciate it, actually. It'd be nice for her to get some real-world experience. Oh, yeah. Drama light, drama, and trash TV. Yeah, some people just like seeing the car crash, you know? Metaphorically, of course. Thanks for coming. How'd you like the galettes? I've got my signature dish on the menu this evening, so if you're gonna stay the night, drop by here for dinner, yeah? I get this pretty scary for passengers, but I think they'll be able to relax now with their stomachs full.
Take as long
Buy
as you need.
items. Family style galette, sure. I'll buy one. I don't know if we'll be able to come back here later, so
I'll
I'll
be waiting
stock
for you.
up. It's a car crash you can just stare at and be entertained, basically. Hi, police officer. Oh wait, there's a side quest over here. Hello, side quest lady.
Come and see if you'd like.
Ah, pardon me. Okay, you've been pardoned. I've heard that you take jobs like bracers do, yes? I've got a bit of a problem and I need some help. Would you be willing to hear me out? Sure, but bear in mind, I ain't a bracer. I'll do a job if I feel like it. And I charge more than they do too. You good with that? Of course, just as long as the price is still reasonable. Okay, well, easy. Doubt I'll need to charge you too much. It'll just depend on how complicated the job is. Thank you very much. You see, I'm stumped on what to do. I've been trying to make soba noodles, and they're just not turning out right. Oh, God. Someone from the city like yourself might know what I'm doing wrong. No, but I'm the last person to ask. Mostly because you aren't the one involved in the car crash. True. A dish made from buckwheat flour, kneaded and cut into noodles. Okay, can she just help with this? Because I don't know this. I recall from a book that soba noodles are popular in Eastern cuisine. Far Eastern, specifically. Bingo. You two ever had any by chance? It's popular street food in the capital. Has its fans for sure. Pretty simple to make, but it's got a really deep flavor and it smells like nothing else. Does it? Dang, now I'm hungry. I felt the same when Mayor told me about it the other day. So I figured I might as well try to make myself some for the Harvest Festival. I went and asked the villagers for advice, since some of them know about these sort of recipes. But it's been a flop. I haven't been able to get the flavors right. The festival. I think I read an article about it. We get it, Agnes. You read. It's okay. We understand. Although I guess if I read all the time, I'd want to show off too. Right now, I remember they celebrate every autumn, right? That means this year's is right around the corner. So, I ain't exactly a cook. But I can try to give you some pointers based on the soba I've had in the capital. I think that'd be a big help since you have that point of reference. Hearing about new experiences for new people is really interesting to me. Thank you for hearing me out. Your thoughts, Van? She's eager for help, but... This is a law quest? Okay, sure. I thought this would be more like neutral, but sure. Not really a job for a Spriggan, but we've got the time. Alright, I'll take it on. I always make sure to do the job right, so I want some good soba out of this. Oh, thank you so much. I'll do my best. I'm getting excited for the noodles myself. So, where do we start for this? Good question. I don't know. So, you said you tried to make some and it didn't go so hot? Well, because you're technically doing something good, I guess. So what's neutral then? You're just doing something neutral? How is it? Anyway. I'm getting into a philosophical question, I guess. What about the didn't come out right? Well, the flavor was off, and so was the appearance. The dough turned out powdery when I was cutting it. Like, it wasn't put together very well. Took me so much effort to cut it that I just sort of mangled the dough. The result didn't even look like noodles. The outside was all soggy and wet, but the inside was still chalky. It didn't soak evenly at all. That implies something might have gone wrong with making the dough. Perhaps there's more to making this than ordinary bread dough. And then the flavoring sauce, I tried to mix it up and make a flavor more familiar to the villagers here. So I ended up using basil as my base. It was edible. It wasn't edible per se, but it just didn't seem quite right. Yeah, it sounds like you leapt before you looked there. Best stick to the recipe. Well, yeah, you're right. So there's a lot to unpack here. But before we can dive in, we'll need to figure out how to make the stuff ourselves. So you said you learned about the dish from some of the villagers, right? Gray area, not good, not bad based on context of why it's being done. I mean, couldn't you argue that this is just for her ego? So is it really good, per se? I don't know. Anyway, like I said, it's a philosophical question. Mostly from Air Wing and Motona? They were a great help. Both can trace their roots to the east, so they had a general idea of how the recipe went. Well, it's a good place to start as any. Well, feel free to kill some time until we're done asking around. Of course, thank you for your help.
Commencing mission.
Beasts from the East started. Certain 4 SPG quests will present topics. Topics? You press square to present topics to certain individuals. Okay, well, thankfully we got this giant exclamation mark, so we're gonna do this first. Not suspicious at all. I too stare at, like, crates. It's not an ego thing, it's a cultural thing. It's also a fetch quest. it's more that than anything else.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, you mean the recipe Giovanna asked about? Admittedly, I'm not too familiar with the recipe itself, but I know plenty about its ingredients. Buckwheat is my specialty. It's been passed down my family tree for generations. As millers, we know our wheat. Okay, I didn't really need the sales pitch. That's wild. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised, though, what with galettes being the big thing here. Yep. It was, family that first imported... working the full sales pitch. Imported buckwheat flour to the village, in fact. So, I dare say it's in my blood. So, how do you make buckwheat, though? There's 2 main ways you could do it. Can I just buy it? The simpler way is to just use only buckwheat flour. That's called 100% dough. The second is to mix buckwheat flour with standard wheat flour. Okay, you can play around with the ratio of buckwheat to wheat, and that can change the dough pretty significantly. I don't need the full explanation. The most common ratio is 80% dough. That's 80% buckwheat, 20% wheat. So, the way you make the dough isn't always the same. There's more to this than I thought. I do not like cooking. This is a good time to point that out. More buckwheat you have in the dough, the easier it dries out. So, working with higher buckwheat ratios takes more skill, especially when you're kneading it. Oh goody, that's the gist of it. Thanks. A lot more complicated than I give it credit for. Thanks for the crash course. My pleasure. Give my regards to Giovanna. Okay, let's give it a crack and see what we come up with. Right. So what, I'm just supposed to make it now, I guess? Oh, goody, I love this for myself. As everybody knows, I'm great at cooking these
That
games.
huge thing's turning just from the wind?
That's a windmill.
I've never seen one of these up close in person before.
Okay, let's head back inside and try to cook, I guess. I'm sure this is gonna go well. I'm sure I'm not gonna fail this epically. Not at all. Definitely not saving because I doubt my abilities. Later quests will dive more into the log, gray, and chaos options. Okay. Hi, I need to use your cook. Oops, wrong thing. Forgot it's in shop. I need to use your kitchen. Okay. I thought I was supposed to go in and use the kitchen for that. Am I not? Am I supposed to do it with her? How's this supposed to work? Am I confused? Oh, I have more of these I can accept. Got a couple EP charges. Okay. Wait, completed? Oh, is it over here? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Mayor, Wang, and Montana. Someone will know. What else am I supposed to do? Okay, this is confusing. I thought I was supposed to try to cook it now. Mayor, Wang, and Montana. So I guess there's somebody else I'm supposed to talk to? Gotta talk to more people? Oh, do I have to talk to the mayor who's in here? Or something? And it's just I gotta talk to the... That's the horrible factory. No, I know, I'm trying to do the side quest. Not the main quest. The main quest is red triangles. I'm trying to do the side quest, which is green triangles. That's my issue. I guess we could talk to you, though. Oh, you must be the travelers I have heard about. How can I help you? Anything you need with your ordnance? I mean, yeah, I need to understand how my ordnance work. Maintenance, maybe? You just leave it to me. I'm no greenhorn, despite what the boss says. Would you really call somebody in your company a greenhorn? That sounds like a drive-away business, but no, what do I know? We might hit you up for that in a bit, but right now I want to ask you some questions. You, I've seen a bunch of Jaegers come around. Jaegers? Actually, yeah. Cool. I guess everybody just sees them and they stand out that... I mean, I guess it's Jaegers. They do stand out a bit. I think I saw the boss talking to this Jaeger-looking girl. That would have been, what, the night before last? Yeah, pretty sure. Well, that's not 10 days ago. I'm guessing she needed work done on her weapon or some supplies, maybe. I think it might have been something else. She asked to borrow our truck. So I think she was doing some hauling that night. Hauling what? I don't know. That's odd. That is odd. What was she hauling? Coming out alone under the cover of darkness just to haul stuff around? I know, right? It made me awfully curious. Although, at the time I thought, like, maybe she just needs some tools or equipment. Yeah, talk to the mayor to continue the quest. Oh. Okay. Maybe, for fixing up their guns or other stuff. Good to know, thanks. The people at the inn said she came through 3 days ago. But then she came back the following night because she talked to the factory boss the night before last. Using the topic thing. Okay. Anyway, I should modify my ordnance. We'll do that first. So we could sympathize more quartz. Looks like we still can't do anything crazy. So we can get a few more plugins if we decide we want to. Which actually could maybe be good. We'll see. Let's see. Let's see which ones we can go through here. So we got Acid Cloud, which seems okay. Crest. Hydro Cannon, Icicle. Breath is actually a good healing one. Saint Row, Thelius. Argent Thorn. Huh. I think we get Breath. I think Breath could help us out quite a bit. That's pretty much all the money we got. Although we can't obviously sell stuff. But let's look at our slots. How many do you have? Oh, you actually have open slots already. Yeah, I should look into that. Okay, Van needs to take priority. So he's got 2 open on each. You got 2 open on each. So let's get you 2 open on each. And we kind of go from there. Okay. So. You take next priority. Okay, so let's look at quartz. So for earth ones, there's EP and defense. So I guess we'll give them defense. We have 3 of 8 threes. So strike being wind type is interesting. Let's get another action 1. Another hit 1? Probably not the worst idea. Pede's always good. HP's not bad either. Actually, let's buy an EP 1 for her. Okay, let's go back to our... Let's go back to our Orbans. Can I open another slot for her somewhere? Let's see. Open slots. No. 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 Okay, we cannot. Alright. Well, I tried. So, in that case, for you, we'll give you... Wait, I have 2 defense ones? Oh. Oh, I do. Well, okay.
Switching to maintenance mode. Maintenance mode engaged.
I guess you could have
Shard
that.
skills updated.
For you...
That one's a single element slot.
Oh, I don't have another attack. I thought I had another attack 1. I guess I don't.
That one's a single element slot.
Single
That
element
one's a single
slot.
element slot.
Well, great. Okay, I can put anything here.
Shard skills updated.
Oh wait, actually. No. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Shard skills updated.
Impede.
That one's a single element slot.
Oh wait. No.
Shard
Hit 1.
skills up. That one's a single element slot. Shard skills
Impede.
updated.
Yeah, we'll do that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. More HP is probably good. right? Impede's usually a good way to go. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do... that, and... extra line only. Grants, quick when HP is low. Sure?
Looks like a new shard skill.
So let's see if we can get an attack 1 for her. Okay, and then I think that'll set
Maintenance
her
mode
up.
engaged. That one's a single element slot.
That sets her up pretty well, I'd say. Alright, I think she's in an okay spot now. I think that's good. Impede is so good in these games, even better than in like Cold Steel and whatnot, because it's already very good. And then for this slot, I think we give him the HP. I think that's just a good idea.
New shard skill added.
Chance of adding water damage to attacks, chance of adding fire damage to attacks. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I thought getting that earth thing would actually... I really want that earth thing. Chance of nullifying rot and resisting KO with 1 HP. Okay, let's just experiment here. What if I put HP here?
Shard skills updated.
Just freeze, just burn, okay. And put defense here.
Skills updated. Better check them out.
Okay, I still wouldn't get these, because I need 4. Okay, I still wouldn't get them. Okay, let's not... Yeah, let's not do that then. Okay. I think I like it better this way.
Better check them out. Skills updated. Better check them out.
I do think, though, once we open this last slot, putting 2 earth ones right there to get the Fatal Lance, probably the way to go. Like, even going 3 right here, just to get the Fatal Lance and the Deadly Lance, I think it might be worth it. Because those would be very nice to have. So we might actually do that when we can. Yeah. Gifted start if we have in our wind one. Chance of gaining insight would be nice, but yeah. It's just as good? Yeah. I mean, I'm always going to try to throw impede on, like, everybody, so. Like, I'll probably put one on her, too, eventually, but I just don't really have a spot for it, because I think the casts are better. And, like, action 1's just really good. Speed's very important. So I think we're okay.
Switching to maintenance
Is
mode.
this just a... Actually... I probably don't want break on her, right? I actually probably don't. I probably want
New
impede
shard
on her
skill
instead.
added.
Yeah, I probably want that instead. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's better.
There you go. Thanks.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we made ourselves better there. And that's half the battle. So you said we had to go talk to the mayor. Where's the mayor? That's the outskirts, that's hillside. Because usually there's a giant green exclamation mark, and I'm not seeing a giant green exclamation mark. In his house? Well, thank you. You're not the mayor. Mayor, where are you? Are either of you the mayor? You're the mayor.
Can we
Why
talk?
did you not have a giant green exclamation mark over your head? I need to know. Is this about Gianova's Soba efforts? Yes, the almighty Soba. It's very important. I'm sorry to hear that she's having trouble with it. Me too, because I'm the one that has to deal with that. I do appreciate you helping her. I hope she gets the recipe just right. Well, the field's not my forte, but I make sure I always do the job right. You can leave it to us. That's the spirit, young man. As for soba, I can get some insight on the sauce if you'd like. My mother was born quite far to the east. She became skilled at preparing their cuisine growing up. From what I remember, soba sauce is made by first preparing a base soup stock, then adding the flavor of choice to it. Huh? Can you tell us more? The flavoring is a blend of various spices and sauces, usually local to the area. When the blend is finished, you mix it into the soup stock. Soba stock would traditionally use kelp or dried bonito, to my knowledge. But there are many other bases you can use. Dried vegetables, mushrooms, sardines, and the like. Really anything goes as long as it tastes good. Well, that's the key. We need to stick with the recipe. So you can personalize the flavor of the soba that way. I see. But you know, but kelp and the bonito don't appear to be common ingredients here, at least. I'm not particularly familiar with them. Probably bigger out in the east. I see. We can probably use stuff more common around here instead. So what should we make the soup stock out of? Genova mentioned basil. Basil would work in a pinch, sure. But I'm thinking if we want to really make the soba pop, we should get something stronger. Seafood's a good bet. We'll just need something we can find around here. Shrimp, maybe? Think we can get some of that? Just so happens, some of our merchants do carry that. Shrimp is common in Eastern cuisine, so you should be able to find some from specialty merchants. I think I have some in my house, in fact. If you'd like it, you need only ask. Perfect. Hopefully we don't gotta raid your pantry, but if we do, we'll let you know. Nice. Our ingredients are secured. Yep, secured indeed. Mission accomplished. Thanks for your help, Merwing. Oh, my pleasure. I see some wonderful soba in my future. Okay, that should be good enough. I think I have a good grasp on the subject now. So do we go back to Genova's now? Actually, you know, I think we're still missing something. Oh, what would that something be? Oh, a secret spice. Nothing wrong with sticking to the basics, but I say if we're making our own, we gotta put a little spin on it. Something off the beaten path, you know? Maybe something that grows around here. How about local plants? We could probably find some stuff down by the creek. I'm not sure what you mean, but you sound really confident about it. I trust you on this one. Cool. If we don't find anything, no biggie. Hopefully it's gonna give me a giant... Oh, okay. Never mind. So the giant exclamation mark has returned. I don't know why it was absent for, like, a minute, but I'm glad it is returned. Oh, look at this right here. Is weed or something? Is it even edible? I don't believe I've seen a plant like this before. I definitely haven't. Yeah, this is what's called a fresh ingredient. City Slickers take note. Okay, we're talking fancy now. I think this quest is just bugged. Yeah, it might have been. They aren't common in the Central East, so I imagine you won't be seeing them out there either. Took the plant by a stem and plucked it. Now, Far Eastern spice recipes call for wasabi. And while this ain't the same thing, it's still called mountain wasabi, and for good reason. Packs a hell of a kick. So yes, this will do just fine. You shred this up, grind it into a paste, and bam, instant winner. I see. This is what raw horseradish looks like. Interesting. So is this similar to other kinds of radishes? Oh, you don't want to eat this like other radishes, no. Might as well kiss your tongue goodbye if you do. Is that strong? I'm not a picky eater, you know. I can take it. Now I'm eager to try some horseradish and soba noodles both. I think that about does it then. Let's bring Genova up to speed. Obtain horseradish. I'm not shocked that they didn't fix it in the time that it came out till now. Falcom really fixes bugs like this. I was thinking, like, I straight up would have to, like, come back later or something. I was very confused. Man, I've gotten spoiled on Cold Steel 3 and onwards. Because I remember going through the Sky Arc and I had to have, like, a wiki up the whole time. Just to know where to go. I got spoiled, man. I got spoiled. We picked up a lot of stuff from the villagers. Oh, thank you very much. If, possible, I'd like to try and make another batch, and you could guide me as I'm making them. Would that work for you? Sure. I got Ditcher's an option. Sure thing. Thanks, let's move to my kitchen. Oh, I forgot. My house is just a mess. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry, could you give me just a minute to clean up? If you need a kitchen, mine is ready and waiting. Oh, hi. Hi, Mayor. Thought I'd stop by and see how things are going. Good that I did. Best to strike while the iron's hot. No, you'd be welcome to use my kitchen instead of cleaning yours up first. Thank you so much. I'll gladly accept. Sure, we'll use this house. Just stop by my house real quick to grab up some cookware and ingredients. Sure, we can help with whatever you need. This is getting really exciting. For you, maybe. I do look forward to those noodles we'll make. Make yourselves home. My husband told me you'll be borrowing our kitchen. Help yourselves to whatever you might need. We'll be downstairs if you need... Oh, we'll be upstairs, rather, if you need anything from us. Don't hesitate to bug us if we run into trouble. Looking forward to how your noodles come out. Thank you both so much. I promise they'll be worth waiting. Oh, we have a kitchen and we have the ingredients. So let's let us put it all together. Let me know if anything seems off to you. I'm counting on you. Sounds good. First and foremost, the dough. Use I remember that you use 100% buckwheat, or you can substitute wheat to make a ratio of your choosing. At the time, I figured, well, the more buckwheat, the merrier, so I just went all in with it. So, you went for 100%? Well, yep, I did, yes. Should we stick with 100% dough, then? Go 100% or buck the trend? Most quests can only happen when you're in the area, because, like Cold Steel, they'll vanish and not done in their chapter. Ah, I see. Okay. Let's see. I think it's supposed to buck the trend, right? Because you're going for the 80%. So I think you go with buck the trend. Not to be pushy, but I think a lower ratio would be better, like 80-20. I think they said that, so that's why. Montana was really telling me about how 100% dough is really tricky to work with. Dries out before you know it. So adding some standard wheat into the mix should help when you're kneading it. I see. Well, that does make sense. So let's go ahead and do 80% buckwheat then. Now, to knead it, and oh goodness, you're right. It's so much more hydrated than before. This is much easier. This should hold up better when I cut it. I think the ratio really was the secret. Yay, it smells good too. Looks great already. I'm excited to see the completed dish. Right, to the sauce now. I think the stock was where I went wrong last time. So, I tried using basil and it didn't turn out very well. What would you recommend instead? Try some veggies, go with shrimp. I mean, they recommended the shrimp, right? So, let's go with the shrimp. Let's try using shrimp this time. Mayor said he had some in his pantry. Don't imagine they'll have a problem with us borrowing some, long as we offer them a bowl. Shrimp, I see. Let's try that then. I'll go and find the shrimp for her. I'll keep an eye on the pot for when it starts boiling. Van and company made themselves busy helping her with the noodles. Under their watchful eye, the dish was finally assembled. Well, that's interesting looking. That's the superb smell alone makes my mouth water. So these are proper soba noodles. I've never had them before, but they look scrumptious. I'm glad you like them. Flattered, I couldn't have done it without all your help. Now, let's see how it tastes, shall we? Hell yeah, I'm starving. Thanks for treating us. Thanks. Red and Company dug right in. Oh. It tastes really funny, but in a good way. It's delicious. Can I have seconds, please? Oh yeah, the hint of shrimp was with that earthy note from the buckwheat. That's that right there is a winner. 5 stars. I'd wolf them down again. I can really taste the natural flavors in this dish. This is almost like a sample of the entire region. You mentioned this was a Far Eastern recipe? It stands out even among them. It's unlike anything I've eaten before. I really wasn't expecting the flavor profile to be so complex. It turned out simply wonderful. This does bring me back. The taste is always so comforting to me, no matter how long I go between bowls. I dare say you've mastered this recipe. Well, make sure you try some of the horseradish too, eh? It's freshly shredded, so it'll really light up your taste buds. Oh, good point. I might as well give it a try. That's the spirit, I guess? Wonder how it might complement the noodles. You told us just a little bit, right? Yeah, so don't take a ton. I don't see the harm in adding a little more. I could take the spiciest Central Eastern recipe, so this will be cake. Agnes and Fairy decided to try the horseradish with their noodles. Oomph. But it's not just spicy. I can't even taste the noodles anymore. I really don't like that. I prefer the noodles by themselves. Goodness, this is strong indeed. I imagine that's to do with how fresh it is. It's acidic at first, but the aftertaste is quite pleasant. I can see the appeal. It's just an acquired taste. It's a very mature flavor, not for the faint of heart, but once you try it, it hooks you. You don't like it though. That ain't a problem. You can just have it as is. Instead, the buckwheat's plenty flavorful on its own. Why do I feel like I just lost a fight? Ben is quite the seasoned eater, isn't he? There's something admirable about that. You say, though. Appetite thoroughly whetted, the group made quick work of their soba noodles. Thank you all so much. I'm glad I was able to do the recipe justice. Now I just need to practice it, so that come festival time they'll be even tastier. Fan the foodie. Indeed. Looking forward to it. I'm glad I got to try Far Eastern cuisine for myself. This really was delicious. Thank you very much for the meal.
All in a day's work.
Alright, quest completed. Earned 2 SP.
Card deposited.
And 1,000 Mira. And we got a little bit of law. Neat. Alright, let's go gather the last eyewitness information. Now that side questing is done. Hi, Mr. Police Officer. How are you doing on this fine day, sir? So you were the guys who saved those passengers? You have my thanks. You're welcome. No prob. Hey, would you mind if we ask you a few questions? Trying to look into the attack myself. I do appreciate the help, but I'm not sure I want to get wrapped up in that whole situation myself. Oh, you'll be fine. Real jiffy, I promise. The police and trails are useless, unless they're on crossbow, correct. And full disclosure here, we're acting on the authority of a certain intelligence department. What? You don't mean the CID? Let's just say I got the big boys on speed dial. Wait, what is he talking about? He's, very good at stretching the truth. He's not technically lying, but... Well, I suppose it won't kill me. What do you want to ask about? Right, we're looking at this band of Jaegers that blew through town maybe 10-ish days ago. We're thinking they might have come back recently. Seen anything that fits their description? Yeah, actually, I do recall bumping into a shady woman loitering around here. She was in the area alone on my patrol 3 nights ago. I saw her again the following night. That must be her. You said she was alone? She was, yeah. I found that strange myself. And that she only showed up at night made her even more suspicious. I see. Do you know what her motive might have been? The SSS are the exception, and at one point they were fugitives. Not wrong. I can't say for certain. None of the villagers reported assault or stolen goods at the time. And it's not unheard of for Jaegers to stop here for supplies. I don't see any criminal intent or behavior, suspicious though it was. Fair enough. I guess she stands out just by being a Jaeger, even if she ain't causing trouble. What do we know now is that she came back twice, well after her unit came through.
Alright, let's go monster hunting. To the highway
Oh.
we go.
I didn't know bringing up the map would cut that
Should we
off.
talk to some more people before we head out?
Nah, we've gotten every scrap of info they have to give.
Okay. Lesson learned. Bringing up the map interrupts dialogue. But hey, I guess it's monster hunting time. So, time for me to die, probably.